Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe and this is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode 188 of the Level Up program and day number 29 of the Brown Belt. If you're new to the program, this is all about learning how to shoot the dice and practice a trend-based betting system. If you're playing along with Crapsee, the code is B3G5H9. And today we're going to be shooting again from stick left 1. And we're going to be practicing our 3-2-3-6 dice set using the Yuri grip and a par style toss. And like we've done all week so far, we are going to be analyzing the results of the dice. We're not going to be changing the dice set. We're going to stick with that 3-2-3-6 dice set, but we're going to be analyzing it and seeing what the result of the dice roll is. So whether it's a single pitch, double pitch, implode, explode, drift, what have you, whatever it is. In the chat, we got Jeff. He checked in number 1 a few minutes before we started. So good morning, Jeff. We have Roger from OMC Craps. We've got Frida. We got SJ. And we also got 10 minutes with Coach Joe. So Coach Joe is here. We also got Flatlander. Well, good morning, everyone. I have an apology to make. Yesterday, I did my live stream. I had a total of 5 people show up for the live stream, and I was wondering why there was not more, because normally I have between 15 and 25 people on my live stream. So I just chalked it off as being a Tuesday. I get done with the live stream and I realized that it was marked as unlisted. So somehow I switched it over to unlisted. After the live stream was done, I put it over to public so everybody could see it. But guys, I'm going to show you something that happened yesterday. So if you did not see, if you did not hear, this is what happened yesterday. I had a 45 roller. We went 3 shooters yesterday and a 45 roller. So if you want, you can screenshot this and see how you would have done with your bets according to how my roll went. And yesterday with that 45 roller, I did hit that tall. I was 1 number away from hitting the small and making it all. I hit the 5-point fire bet, which has never happened to me before. So we hit the 5-point fire bet yesterday, and we got a total of 45 rolls long, which is the longest on screen, longest YouTube roll that I've ever had. And then we hit the repeaters on the 4, 5, 8, 9, 11, and 12. So the only numbers that were missing were the 6 and the 10 for the repeaters. Otherwise, we got repeaters on all of the other numbers. So welcome Randy, and we got Bam here. So good morning to all. So anyhow, guys, just wanted to show you what that was. If you wanted to see that roll as shooter number 3 yesterday, make sure that you go back. I do have it listed on the channel. So anyhow, let's start off with the Crapsee here. We're going to go with a $15 pass line bet. We're going to go with $3 craps check. And we're also going to go 5-5-5 on an ATS to start the day off. I don't know why I'm doing all the ATS and all that stuff, because usually I start off a little bit slow, but let's see how it goes. So all bet set, and we're going to go dice out. Again, we're going to go 3-2-3-6 dice set the entire day. And we're going to try to analyze the results so we can get that drilled in memory when we see the dice at the table, at the craps table at a casino, and we know what the dice are doing then. Dice did cross at the end. We have a 5-6 mid-mo yo. So that is a come out natural. Let's get KPI engaged here. Okay, so 5-6, and that's going to be a double pitch, believe it or not, because what we had is the left die rolled forward 1, and a right die rolled back 1. So that comes up as a double pitch. Normally a double pitch with this set is a bad thing, but that specific double pitch is actually the mid-mo yo. So we're going to go with 66 inside. Oh, no, we're not gonna, yeah, because we're still looking for a point. So we're gonna go back up again on the pass line for $15, $3 craps check. And our ATS is still intact. Good morning, Devaldo. And we've got all bets set. So Navalda brought up a good question yesterday, and I'm going to talk about this really quick before I threw the next dice. And talking about what my goals are, and this is, I'm putting it back on me here, but what my goals are by practicing my shooting. And my goal is to obviously lengthen the length of my roll, how long the roll goes. So again, on the brown belt level, we're trying to get an SOR of 10.0 or better, an SRR of 8.0 or better. But I also am looking for repeater numbers so that way you can make more money, you can make more profit off the roll. And I'm also looking to get, at the very least, break even on the roll. Obviously, the more money I can make, the longer the roll goes, the more money you can make, the better it is for the pocketbook. But just kind of talking a little bit about goals, you should really sit down by yourself and think about what your goals are from playing the game as well. So 3, 2, 3, 6, dice out. Dice split apart a little bit as they left the fingers, but we have the 4-4 heart 8 square pair. So that's going to be a primary hit. So both dice did a double pitch. So it's a double pitch primary on the bottom, if that even makes sense. So 8 is going to be our point. Like I said before, we're going to go with that 66 inside bet level. We're not going to put anything on the 8 because we have it covered on the pass line. So we have 15 on the 8, on the 5 and 9. We have 18 on that 6. We're going to go $10 on the 4 and 10. Again, we got 3, 2, 3, 6. And all bets set. So that 45 roller yesterday took about 45 minutes to roll out. So that was kind of a fun thing to do. Dice split apart a little bit again, but we have another hardway set. We have the double D-Gen, 3-3 heart 6. And that obviously is another primary hit, so we are hitting primaries. So if I was to go look at George's chart, I think 2 primaries is actually a hardway set. Let's quick look at that, even though we're not going to go with the hardway set. But I'm just testing my memory. So 2 primaries actually is a V set. Wow, okay. I was totally wrong on that. But I'm going to be working on this week, guys, for next week, a way to try to make that chart easier to remember, if you will. So 3, 2, 3, 6 is going to be our dice set. We had a 6 there, so we're going to do 22 inside pressure. We're going to put $10 in pass line odds. So we're at $20 on a 5 and 9, 24 on that 6. 10 on the 4 and 10, and all bets set. Good morning, Uncle Hoku. And dice out. Landed right at the base of that table, but we have the OMC craps, all the dots and all the spots, midnight. So that's obviously after Roger from OMC Craps, who we are fortunate to have back in the Craps chat community again. Welcome back, my friend. So that was a explosion of that left die, and that was a single pitch of the right die. So we're going to call that 1 dice off access. And does nothing for our bets. Good morning, Nemo, other than ATS. So all bets set. We need the 9 and 10 for that tall. Let's see if we can knock that out right away. Get it out of the way. And dice out. Dice did cross at the end. We have a 5-1 mixer. So that's Chris from Sideshow Gamble. And that's going to be the second hit that we're looking for. So now we can come down to that 44 inside bet level. And we're probably going to have to take one more hit yet in order to get back to that break-even point. Actually, no, we should be, yeah, we're close. Let's bring our bets down and see where we're at. So we're going to go to 44 inside. And we're going to put $10 on that 4 and 10. So we got $58 brought back, 82 on the table because of the ATS and the 4 and 10. So we're going to take one, possibly two more hits before we start pressing our bets up. So that was a 5-1. That was a single pitch on the left die. And that was a single pitch on the right die. So there's actually a primary hit. The 5-1 is a primary. And all bet set. Walt was asking Nemo if he ever sleeps, because that guy's constantly doing something craps related throughout the day, either morning or night. But if I have to guess, Nemo is either on his way to work or he's at work right now. Dice out. I hit the mixing bowl, and we got lucky. That was a terrible throw, but we have a 3-6-9, center field 9. So we are gonna do that as a collect on that one. So we're gonna collect $14, and that'll bring us up to $72 brought back to the rack, 82 in the table. So we're probably gonna take one more hit yet. And you're welcome, Roger. So that was a primary in that left die, and that was a single pitch on the right die. So again, we're doing a lot of on-axis throws today. Yesterday we did the majority of ours were one dice off axis. So all bet set. We are staying on axis for the most part today. Dice out. And I will veer it off towards the center of the table a bit. Well, we get the 4-2-6, 2x4. So 6 is definitely a beginning hot number today. And again, we're just going to collect that one. So the 4-2-6. And that was a double pitch on that left die, and that was an explosion on the right die. So there is your one dice off axis there. 3-2-3-6. And again, that was a collect. So now we have 86 brought back to the rack, 82 on the table. So now we're going to start pressing up on all of our future hits here. Good morning, Uncle Hoku. And all bet set. Ace out. Dice did cross after they landed, guys, and we got a 4-3-7, ouch. So that came, I guess, at an opportune time because we got out of the roller, out of the shooter. That was 8 rolls long, so that took a little bit longer than I would have liked to have had to get to that break-even point on this shooter. So we currently have 13 people watching us on YouTube. We have got 7 people playing on Crapsee. Again, we're going to go with a $10 pass line this time. Well, we'll go 15 again. We'll go 555 on the ATS. So that $15 pass line bet does cover that ATS bet. We're going to go $3 craps check. Again, we're going to go 3-2-3-6 on the dice set. And we're going to call that all bets set. So Nemo did sleep, he said, so I'm sure just a few hours. Kind of updates coming forward here, guys. On Saturday, we're going to be doing an interview with Coach Joe, 10 minutes from Coach Joe. He's going to be coming actually to my house. We're going to do a 1 or 2 hour interview and a rollout on the table. And then we're going to probably take a trip up to Green Bay. We'll hit the casino and see how we can fare against that casino up in Green Bay, the Oneida Nation Casino. Tomorrow and the day after, we're going to do a stick right one throwing position, so that's coming up. So just kind of little things to be looking out for. And all bets set here, 3, 2, 3, 6. Make sure you guys hit all bets set when you're ready to go on Crapsee, please. And dice out. And we've got a 4, 6, 10. That'd be Waylon's best friend weighing it in, Daddy Joe. So that is another on-axis throw. That's a single pitch of the right die. That's a double pitch of the left die. So we'll call that a single pitch total overall. And that was the point that I had a hard time hitting yesterday. That's where I got the 5-point fire bet by hitting that 10. Guys, if you're just joining in, when you're done here, obviously give me a thumbs up if you're liking my videos and that, but when you're done, go back towards the beginning of the live stream today, and I have a screenshot of all the rolls of my 45 roller yesterday. So all the rolls during that 45 roller that occurred. So that way, if you guys doing a roll out at home, on your own time, you could see how you would have fared with that roll. Again, I apologize for not having my stream listed as public yesterday. It was unlisted, but you definitely can go back and see it right anytime that you want for going forward here. So 3, 2, 3, 6. We have 10 is our point. We're going to do something different. We're going to go with 110 inside, and we're going to pick up the 4 for $10. And we're going to call that all bets set here. 3, 2, 3, 6. Dice out. I kind of pulled that one a little bit, guys. We got lucky. We have a 1, 5 mixer. So that would be the 6. Held on to that for just a split second too long. But I will take that result. So that's going to be a hit on that 6. And we're going to be reducing our bets down to 88 inside and then $10 on the 4. So that is going to be, like I said, $10 on the 4. It's going to be 20 on the 5 and 9, 24 on that 6 and 8. And we're going to go again with that 3, 2, 3, 6. By the way, our last dice set was an implosion and a implosion. So we had a double implosion that last set, that last dice throw. So that was both dice off axis. And all bets set. Welcome back, Jeff, again. Dice out. And we got another double degen, 3, 3 hard 6. That one had a little bit of energy in the dice. They didn't come too far off the back wall, but they bounced up pretty high. So we're going to try to minimize that a little bit. And good morning, Mike. And if you guys haven't checked it out already, Jeff has gone live with his D8 table again. Yesterday was the second day. Today, I believe, is going to be a third day of his D8 table for the first week back here. We're going to bring our bets down here. We're going to go to 44. We're actually going to the 64 cross bet level, not including that 10. So we've got $84 on the table. We got $60 brought back to the rack. So we're going to do at least 1 or 2 collects here again. And that was a primary hit, by the way. So 3, 2, 3, 6, and dice out. Here we go. And we got the 5-2 Bruce. Do not become shark bait. That one kind of went weird. The dice kind of twisted on me. It looked like that right die hit the back wall before the left die did. I'm not exactly sure why that happened, but it did appear to happen that way. So that means that that right die obviously left my fingers a little bit sooner than the other. So we actually lost only $24 off of that roll, which is not bad considering we had about $140 invested in the beginning. So we got almost back to that break-even point. Again, $15 pass line bet, 555 on the ATS, $3 craps check. And all bet set. Shooter number 3. Let's see if we can get a little bit length to this. This is where we actually took off yesterday and where we had that mega monster roll yesterday is on our third shooter. So let's see if we can repeat that. Dice out. And we got a 1, 3, 4 Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So 4 will be our point. And again, that is an implosion of that left die and a primary on the right die. So that's 1 dice off access. Let's do something that we were watching yesterday on that I saw on Pro Craps. Something a little different here. We're going to go with the 160 across, including the 4. Okay, we're going to pick up a $5 craps check. And this is called a drawdown or drawback, I believe John called it. So we're going to go with that. We're going to go 3, 2, 3, 6. And I'll show you how this works. And this is his way of getting like 50 to 60 bucks back to the rack. So currently we have 197 on a table, included with that ATS. All bet set. 3, 2, 3, 6. Dice out. And the dice landed tight together and they split right away, but we have a 6-2 Duracell 8. Go out and support free live craps. So that's a nice little hit for us now. So what we're going to do now is we're going to bring that 4 and 10 down and we're going to make them look like $10 a piece. And then we're going to leave the inside numbers at the 110 level. So that brought $27 back to the rack. And again, that was 6-2, so that was a explosion of that right die, our left die, and that was a explosion of the right die. So we had a double explosion. 3, 2, 3, 6. All bet set. Looking for one more hit here, hopefully an inside number. And we got a 4-5 Big Mac Hard 9. So that would be Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps. Again, make sure you check out his channel. So that is the inside hit that we're looking for, one of them at least. And that's going to allow us to pull all the rest of our bets down to table minimum now. So we're actually going to go with 64 across minus the 4, which is our point. So we're going to pull them all down. We're going to go at the 64 bet level. And that means that we have $62 brought back to the rack. We have 84 on the table. So we, again, need 2 more hits here. 3, 2, 3, 6. By the way, that was a double pitch on that left die. And that was an implosion on the right die. So 1 dice off axis again. And all bet set. And we have a 134 Big Joe from Crapsee Master Journey. So we hit that point. So that is nice. And that's going to allow us to get rid of that $15 pass line, and we'll make it a $10 pass line now. I always like to go with the minimum once we get that first hit, because remember that pass line is what we use to cover that ATS bet. So we're going to go $10 pass line bet. We're going to go $2 craps check. Our box numbers are turned off. ATS is still intact. We're going to be going on roll number 5 for the shooter, and we've only hit 3 numbers so far. So again, that was an implosion on that left die, and that was a primary on the right die. Implosion left, primary right. All bets set. Looking for a point. And we got another big Mac hard 9, 4-5 time this time. 4-5 hard 9. So 9 will be our point. And we will take that $10 off the 9. We're going to move that over to the 4. And all of our bets are set. We are looking for, we have $5 brought back to the rack and 79 at a table. So we are in a position where we can start pressing up right now. So that was a double pitch on that left die, and the right die, that was an implosion. 3-2-3-6, all bets set. This is our 3V dice set. 15 people watching on YouTube right now. Make sure you give those thumbs up if you are liking these videos. Dice out. Dice did cross after they landed, but we have another 6-2 Duracell 8. And that is all about supporting the craps community here, guys. If you see creators that are doing a great job, make sure you subscribe to their channels. Make sure you give them thumbs up. Make sure that you give every little bit of support you can, because every little bit you do give helps us go forward. We're going to make the 6 and 8 look like $18. So we're just going to add 1 unit to each one of them. And that means that we have $89 brought back to the rack. We have got $91 on the table, so we're just a little bit into the shooter, not by much though. That was an explosion of that left die, and that was a explosion of the right die. So we're getting a lot of 2 dice off axis now again. That's not normal for me. So all bets set. And I would guess that that's happening because the dice are coming down tight and are splitting apart after they land. Kind of like that right there, guys. And we have a 6-1-7, ouch. So again, we got just to that break-even point, or pretty darn close, and the 7 came. So we're really looking for that little bit longer roll here, guys, the one that we can actually start making a little bit of money off of. Good morning, Marble Fork. So we're not really losing much here. We're losing like $3 here, $4 there. That was a $2 loss there. So not bad considering that we started off with about $190 some on the table after we set that point. So we were able to work it down pretty nicely. So that was a explosion and a single pitch. So that was 1 dice off axis that time. Okay. We're just going to go with the $10 pass line bet now. We're not going to do anything with the ATS this time, and this is normally when I hit the darn thing. $2 craps check, and all bets set. Sticking with the 3-2-3-6 dice set. So Marble Fork is listening on the road. So I would assume that you're driving on the road. not standing on the road. A little bit of dad humor. Dice out. And guys, I really don't know what happened there because the dice kind of flopped around, but we have a 5-2 Bruce on the come out. So it's pass line winner, natural. Do not become shark bait. Not exactly sure what happened with the dice there because it looked like they crossed it and then they crossed back, it kind of looked like. Kind of a weird roll. I'd have to see that in slow mode in order to figure that out. So we had an $8 profit off of that. We're going to go back up $2 craps check. And again, we're going to go 3-2, 3-6. And I'll bet set. Let's go dice out. And we got a 5-3 this time. The dice did both go to the left, so that means that my wrist is twisted to the right slightly upon release. So our point is going to be 8. It's a 5-3, 8, easy 8. So that would be a single pitch and a primary. So both dice on access. And we are going to go to that, let's go 88 inside this time. So that's going to be 20 on the 5 and 9. That's going to be 24 on that 6. We're going to pick up $15 in pass line odds. We're going to go $10 on the 4 and 10. So all bet set. And let's see if we can get a little bit of length to this roll here. Again, we held on to it just a touch too long, but we have a 4-5 hard 9, Big Mac. So I think holding on that touch too long is what caused the dice to get too close to the wall and bounce a little bit further back onto the table there. So we're going to go 22 pressure inside. So we're going to place one more unit on the 5, 6, 9, and then we're also going to put $5 more on the pass line odds. And that was a double pitch on the left die. That was a implosion on the right die. So it is one dice off axis. All bet set. Again, the dice cross after they landed, but we have a 2-6 Duracell 8. So that'll be our second hit here, and that's going to allow us to come down. And actually, that was our point, so we hit our point right away. But once we get a new point established, we're going to be able to come down on our bets then. Or I might even take one more hit at this level. We'll see how it looks. So 3-2, 3-6. So by the way, that was a primary hit, that last one. The 2-6-8 was a primary hit. All bet set. And dice out. Dice landed and they split right apart, so that means they came down pretty tight and they bounced off each other. We have a 4-4 hard 8 square pair. So our new point is 8. I forgot to do a craps check on that, but we lucked out on that. So 8, we're back on that 8. And we're going to bring our bets down to the 44, a 64 cross bet level. So that means that we have 10 on the 4, 5, 9, and 10, and we have $12 on the 6. We have the 8 covered by the pass line. So we've got $68 brought back to the rack. We have 62 on the table. Again, 3, 2, 3, 6. And all bets set. So we are in the profit so far with the shooter. Dice out. And again, that right die bounced off the back wall. It looked good to me, though. We have 1, 2, 3, ace deuce Alfredo sauce. And I think yesterday was a first day in a long time that Alfredo has not put a video out. It didn't see anything come through, at least for him. That was an implosion on that right or left die, and that was a explosion on the right die. So that means that that was a drift, a right drift. So again, did nothing for our bets. All bets set. And dice out. And we got a 6-1-7 ocean. The weird thing is that was a 6-1, guys, not a 6-4. 6-1-7 ouch. The weird thing is that one actually did feel really comfortable coming out. I like the way the dice had action off that back wall. Everything looked perfect about that roll. It just happened to come up as a 6-1. So, guys, we're only having average rolls today so far. Let's do one more shooter here. We'll see how that one goes. And let's go for the, oh man, are we going to do the gusto here in this one? No, we're going to stay true. Let's do this one. So let's go $10 pass line. I'm not going to do any ATS. I'll do a $2 crap check. And we're going to do a fun strategy, this next one here. And this is a strategy that John went through again yesterday. One that Larry, the Crappity Craps man, put out. And it's called I Can't Believe This Strategy Wins. I can't believe this wins. And it's a strategy that he put out probably about a year and a half ago that I actually forgot that I was out there. And it's kind of refreshing to see John roll it out yesterday. So let's see if we can do that one. So we're going to go 3, 2, 3, 6. And all bets set. They split apart when they left my fingers just slightly. So it seems like every time I have an imperfect toss, and I'm sorry, Jeff, I get that 5-4 hard 9 Big Mac. So a little bit of imperfection there, but hey, it works. I'm actually fine with that. So anyhow, we got the 9 as a point. And how that I can't believe this strategy wins is we're going to go 160 across, including the point. And we're going to call that all bets set there. Again, that was the double pitch on that left die, and that was an implosion on the right die. And I'll show you how the strategy works as we go forward here. So all bets set. Dice out. And we got 4, 3, 7 ouch. So that time we did not get too far, and our strategy bombed on this one. But we're going to try the same strategy again. That one sucked. Darn it. We're going to go one more shooter yet, guys. One more. And we were hanging around that break even for the day here. We didn't really make much. We didn't really lose much until this one right here. This is actually the first one that we actually really lost money on it. So far, we've only had 28 rolls, and we're on shooter number 6. That's pretty embarrassing. But it is what it is. 3, 2, 3, 6. Again, we are going with a $10 pass line bet and a $2 craps check. And we'll call that all bet set. It's one of those days here, guys. One of those days. Dice out. Dice crossed when they landed. We have a 3, 4, 7 come out. 7. So 7s are prevalent. We are doing repeaters, but the wrong number for repeating. So 3, 2, 3, 6. Again, $10 pass line bet, $2 craps check. And we're going to go all bet set. Dice out. And we have 1, 3, 4, Big Joe from Crapsee Master Journey. So 4, that was a 1, 3, guys, not a 2, 3. 1, 3, 4. So that's going to be our new point, 1, 3, 4. And that was a implosion on that the left die. And that was a double pitch on the right die. So it's 1 die off axis. Again, we're going to go with the 160 across bet level, including the point. And we'll call it a bet set. Dice out. Wow, guys, that is just terrible. That one came down, that left one just barely touched back wall. The right one just stuck and just bounced to the right a little bit. And it is not my day. 3, 4, 7, ouch. So I think we're going to call her there. Because it's pretty obvious that today is not the day. Yesterday was the day that you do want to go back and review and look at. But before we go anywhere, let's go through our statistics for the day here. We have got 6 shooters today. Box numbers, inside numbers were about expected. 4s and 10s are low. Come out 7s are high. Horns and fields are low. Hardways are high. And slightly dark side play. The strong numbers today were slightly the 6. And it was also the 7, which sucks. We had a strong 8 and 9 as well. We had a 5.2 SOR, a 3.9 SRR. So, and 2 come out 7. So that is just horrendous. This is our brown belt roll results. So all the results for the brown belt up through the end of yesterday. So we have 830 throws in as of yesterday. And that gives us a 10.15 SOR, so that's right where my goal is at. And we're almost at that 8.0 SRR, where we're coming in at 7.73. So we're just about where my goals are. Obviously, if we can get better than that, that would be awesome. But anyhow, one other thing I'm going to show you guys one more time for those of you who did not see it in the beginning. This is the result of my 45 row yesterday. If you guys want to take a screenshot of this, you definitely can, and roll it out on your own to see how you would have fared on the points. You obviously read that starting at the top left, and you go to the right. So 5-3 and then a 2-6. That was our first roll, and then we hit that point, so we go to the next column and you just keep on going down. Again, we hit that 4-point fire bet, we hit the tall, we hit the 5-point fire bet, and we had a whole mess of repeaters. But hey guys, thanks for stopping in today. My name is Joe. This is my Crapsee Master Dice Shooting Journey. I hope to see you guys all back tomorrow, and have